Welcome. Come on in. We are coming online for 60 minutes of Yin Yoga on the floor practice with your host, me, and all of you who sit in circle today. Thanks for coming in. Feel free to introduce yourself in the chat. If there's a posture or a place on the body you want to make sure we're weaving into this short 60 minutes, dump it into the chat. If you're new, please feel free to say hi. I don't like to spend a lot of time at the beginning with conversation, but you're welcome to stick around after the practice. I hold the space for another 15 minutes after our practice finishes, just to come back in and say hi. Good evening, Jane. Guten Nacht. Hi, Steph. Thanks for bringing some Connecticut in here. So today's practice, if you could have a strap, we're going to spend some love on the hamstrings. And we're also going to be using blocks or potentially cushions, pillows for doing a little melting heart. So kind of like a child's pose, arms forward, but a little bit raised. So if you have those things, keep them handy. I'm going to switch my camera over soon. And we're going to begin in Shavasana and end in Shavasana. So we'll complete a cycle together and come out new people on this new moon. Hi, Diana from Massachusetts. Very happy to have you here. Thanks for bringing that East Coast energy in. So come on down if you're, there's about 12 of us sitting in circle today. So imagine yourself in a circle spread out on the mat. Everyone's equal here in this space. We all bring gifts to this space. So come on down onto your mat. I'm going to switch my camera now. Welcome, Kathy, and welcome, Michelle. Thanks for bringing some European energy, some Australian energy, Oceania energy in. Come on down to your mat now. Your Shavasana will look different depending on where you're at. Maybe you have a blanket. Maybe it's hot as in the sun, touching the earth. Maybe you're in bed. Wherever you are, find what feels good for you. And welcome, Kathy from Pennsylvania. The timer is going, and we're going to be here holding these postures for longer periods of time. Wherever you find yourself, start to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Without force or effort, breathing in through the nose, calming the nervous system. Each breath slowly in fills up all the chambers of the lungs, down into the diaphragm, in through the ribs and the chest, out the throat. Invitation to close the eyes if you haven't already. Just relax that sense of visual. Tune in to the third eye in between the eyebrows. Relax the forehead and the skin around the eyes, around the mouth and the ears. And check in with your head and chin slightly tucked, just imagining that nice long spine extending out from the body straight down through to the root. Adjust your shoulders, pulling them down and back, maybe pulling open the chest, bringing those wings back. Arms are heavy. Connect into the source that you're above. ground down with every breath. And as you move through this 60 minutes, let's plant the seed that we're going to program our fascia to release and rearrange so that our bodies, our bones, our muscles can be in more alignment. The fascia is that interconnected webbing of water in the body. It can calcify as we get older, so we're going to bring movement into that space. We're going to invite release and letting go, rearranging. And as we move through the practice, embody somebody really slow. Who do you want to be today? Koala, slug, manatee, sloth. Let's embody the energy of a slow creature with mindful movements. Breathe in deep to the belly and fill it up like a balloon now. And release it through the nose, slow. Inhale again, fill up the belly. Exhale, release through the nose. Last time, fill it up nice and big, blow it up. Exhale, release all that air out. Gently bending the knees if they're not already. Bring your feet flat on the floor. Adjust your hips. Maybe just give a little side to side or wiggle. Come in nice and connected with the earth or the mat or the space below you. Feeling anchored from the tailbone of your body all the way up to the crown of your head. Shoulders feel good. Doesn't matter if you have a prop. Maybe you have a pillow under the head or neck, underneath the shoulders. Maybe you have something underneath the lower back. Support yourself as you need, but anchor in through your spine. Find your strap. And let's start by giving some love to the hamstrings, the gluteus maximus, minimus, medius, these large muscles. So with your strap, pick up the right foot and wrap it around the ball of the foot. I like to wrap my hands around the strap so the arms hang heavy, shoulders still anchored into the ground. Knee can stay bent on both legs. Regardless if your knee is bent or not, imagine sending your heel, sending energy through your heel up towards the sky, up away from the floor. Let the legs shake, let gases come out, crickety crack. We're here for a few minutes, and if you wish, you can extend that left leg out or keep it bent. Let the arms hang heavy. Let the weight of the arms bring that leg slowly towards the chest. Any lower back pain? Normally attributed to tight hamstrings. Breathing in through the nose, you can practice your ujjayi breath, your ocean breath, so that we dive even further in with the vagus nerve. So if you are new to ocean breath, try to whisper, and that's the glottis muscle. When you engage in whispering, you engage the glottis muscle, and you're going to practice whispering, breathing in and out. And it just constricts and slows the breath, connects the vagus nerve, Porky the Pig coming in here. And it's a beautiful practice. Stick with that inhale nice and slow. Exhale like the ocean. And when the mind wanders, just bring it back to that breath. You've got 2 more minutes here. Notice if you're clenching in your legs, in your jaw. Mindfully relax those spaces. Breathe in through the nose. We do this yin work, this slow movement, because our lives are busy and we bring balance for the body to reset. We don't need to work harder. We don't need to push further. We just need to slow down. Last 60 seconds here. Slowly let that foot hover over the hip. Take your strap and make an X, cross them between 2 hands. Reset up so the arms are heavy, shoulders into the ground, into your prop. Extend the heel. Again, doesn't matter if the knee is bent. Be in the body. Close the eyes. Heel to the sky. Take the big toe pointed out to the right side. And just slowly draw your leg in towards the left side of your body. Just a micro movement. Experience the connection from the heel through the back of the calf, connecting through the knee, down that big thigh, around the hip into the lower back, that connection, those muscle groupings, that fascia. Breathe Ujjayi breath here. And slowly let the foot hover back over the hip. Again, almost finished here. Send the heel up to the sky. Take the big toe pointed into the left side. And again, slowly bring that leg over to the left. Just micro movements. Connect with the heel, point the toe. Breathe. Unclench the toes, lower legs. Almost there. And slowly let that foot hover, bend the knee, and release the strap. Let the foot find the floor, and maybe just rock it side to side or extend it all the way out. Just observe that leg for a moment. Breathing in through the nose. Gently bend the knees again, feet flat on the floor. Check in with the hips, shoulders, the head. Alignment is everything. When we're out of alignment, We can have these feelings of anxiety or fear, uncertainty, doubt, low vibrational feelings. And as soon as we get back into alignment, it really can dissipate that energy. So I'm bringing up the left foot, wrap that strap around, connect with the hands, let the arms hang heavy, shoulders into the floor. Extend the heel up towards the sky and slowly draw it towards your body with the weight of your arms. Knee can be bent, extend the heel. And if you extended your leg on one side, you can extend it here. We're here for 4 minutes. Thanks for being in this circle. Thank you for practicing. Thank you for slowing down, coming into this space. And for those of you who are new or you don't know, I'm here every Friday at the same time. But I did post, there's a special event next week for 90 minutes of yin. And the flow, every posture has been requested. So I'm excited to offer that next Tuesday. Inhaling through the nose, Ujjayi breath. Let any sounds release from these spaces. If things are tight, sometimes it feels good to say words like, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe. Or just a hum. Let's invite the fascia in our body, that water webbing. Let's invite it to release any stuck calcifications that are not serving our body, not serving us. May they release with ease and readjust, bringing us into even more alignment. One more minute here. Breathe gently. Breathe. Slowly let that foot hover over the hip. Take your strap and make an X between your hands. Roll it around. Get those arms nice and heavy. Extend the heel up to the sky. Take the big toe, take it out to the left side. And slowly draw that leg across the body. It can just be a micro movement. Again, invite that connection, that muscle goes from the lower back all the way through the leg to the heel. Push through the heel, point the toe, feel the connection. We're here for a shorter amount of time. Breathe in through the nose. Notice if you're clenching the right buttocks or thigh, just try to relax that leg on the ground. And slowly let the foot hover over the hip. Last movement, again, send the heel up to the sky. Take the big toe, point it into the right side, and draw the leg across to the right side. Just a small movement. Connect, release. And slowly let that foot hover. Bend the knee and release the strap. Set the strap to the side, let the foot find the floor. And just observe your leg. Maybe extending it out of the way, rocking it side to side. In your own time, gently make your way over to one side. Gently make your way up into a seated position. Gently and slowly. Come to sitting up, either supported by a wall, sitting on a block or a cushion. Legs can be extended. Arms, let them fall on top of the lap. Eyes are closed, imagining a nice, long, tall, straight spine. And we're going to do some alternate nostril breath. This simple breath work opens up channels inside the body for air and energy to flow more easily through nadis, the prana, the chi, the life force energy. So if it's in your practice, begin now. And if you've never done it before, we're going to use our right hands, the thumb and the little fingers. This is a mudra. This is a yoga for the hands as well. So close the left nostril and breathe in and out through the right side only, nice and slow. Use your thumb and close the right side. Breathe in and out slowly on the left. Wherever you are now, inhale on the left. Close and exhale on the right. Inhale right. Close and exhale. Go at your own pace now. Just find your flow. If you quote unquote mess it up, don't worry. Just start over. Few more breaths. Keep going. Wherever you are, let that right hand come down. If you were up or on a block or cushion, you may want to remove it or you may keep it as we move into butterfly. So from this seated position, bring your feet in together, gently resting them. And of course, you can have props underneath the knees, underneath the ankles, if that feels better. Your feet placement can either be wide away from your body or nice and tight. Choose the target sensation that you're desiring. Try all three placements. If you always do the same butterfly, try something different. Sit up nice and tall, and if you want, have a bolster in front of you to lean forward gently with the exhale and rest. I like to put 2 blocks for my head. We're here for a few minutes. We're almost halfway through the practice. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the camera now. So keep going, eyes are closed. We're bent forward in butterfly. Sometimes cameras think they're focused and then they're not. Thank you, Jane, and thank you, Steph. Notice if you're pushing anywhere against the floor, resting the head on top of a block or cushion can really bring a lot of relaxation for the pelvis and the hips. Soft belly, ujjayi breath here. Relax through the back of the neck, the shoulder blades. Ribs are soft, belly soft. Come back into the body, come back into the practice. Breathe ujjayi breath, opening through the root and sacral chakras of your body. Comfortable and stable because we're using the props that we need. Props are like boundaries. They're ways of setting a limit on how far we can give to a posture. So we know we can't go past our comfort zone of what feels safe. And again, if we do it the same way, always the same, we're also not growing or pushing our boundaries. Just a reminder to step a little bit onto the edge. And gently now start to bring energy back into the body, bringing ourselves up and out of that forward fold and removing any blocks. Maybe windshield wiper those legs side to side, nice and slow. And come up onto all fours for a little cat-cow. Just a few movements at your own pace. If your wrists are bugging you, create some space, roll a blanket. Practice on a really soft and gentle floor space for your knees. If not, roll some blankets. Gently drop the belly, point the chin, and exhale, roll, push through the hands, through the shoulder blades, tuck the pelvis. Nice and slow. Come into a neutral spine, and we're going to bring our right knee behind the right wrist. Bring that right foot forward. We're going to sink into a pigeon, and you can choose whether you would like to sit up. Now, depending on where you're at, you might enjoy feeling support behind that right hip, sitting up, and just extending that body forward, bringing that nice long stretch along the right side. You can even bring your arms above the heads. You can sink deeper into your pigeon if it's available, and bring yourself forward, up onto your elbows, practicing from a chair. Choose a variation of pigeon that is calling to your body. We're here for a few minutes. Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. The gentle reminder that this practice is not about comparing the visual. It's about going inside the body and knowing how best you target to stretch an area, how you're best supported, how you can bring comfort and stability to a posture, to an asana, so that you can really relax, so that your nervous system isn't pushed, so that you're not breathing in intense breath work, getting the heart going because it's difficult or it's challenging. This is no challenge. And sometimes the challenge in no challenge is choosing to be softer, adding an extra pillow, using a block that has a stigma for you, or, there's a whole bunch of stuff. So be in your posture, enjoy your body and where it is. We're here for another 60 seconds. So depending on what variation you chose, gently start to bring energy back into the body to push yourselves up and out, or however you're maneuvering out of the posture. Take your time. And when you come back into all fours, maybe just gently swaying your energy side to side or in a circle. From all fours, bring that left knee now behind the left wrist and set up in the opposite side in the same variation that you chose before. Bring balance into the body, sink into your posture. We're going to be here for a few minutes. And thank you for committing to this practice. Thank you for being here in this yin bubble. Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. Stick around for tea and talk following the practice. Quiet the mind and come into the meditation of where you are, how your breath is moving. Visualizing that spine still in a nice long straight line. Stay in with the breath. And gently, whatever posture you chose, start to make your way up and out, back into all fours. Slowly and mindfully, every movement being really conscious. Letting the body talk. And from all fours, we're going to move into melting heart posture. So blocks on either side. If you know this posture and it's already too much, you can sit back into child's pose, extend your arms nice and long to get that same target area, but in a gentler way. If child's pose isn't available, arms can be down by the sides. But with our blocks out in front of us, we bring our elbows onto the blocks. You can bring your hands together in prayer and keep them up as we sink our head low to the ground, bringing a nice curve to the spine and through the arms. Your arms can be out, extended in front of you. You can have higher blocks if that feels better for your body. And bring more of a bend. Choose the posture that's speaking to you, the variation. And relax through the backs of the arms, through the shoulders, softening in the chest. Relax the forehead. Ujjayi breath. We're in through the nose, out through the nose. Communicate to the nervous system. We're safe. Relaxing the hands. If you feel them pushing against each other or the floor, just relax a little bit more. And gently, if your arms were on the blocks in front of you, in your own way, make your palms come back underneath the shoulders, or in your own navigation, push yourself up and out, removing any blocks or props. And with your elbows tight by your side, gently lower yourself down onto the floor, resting fully onto the left ear, arms down by your sides. Just let go here onto the floor. picking up the head and bringing it over onto the right ear. Place it down, relax into the floor again, relax through the shoulders, the hips, the ankles. And gently in your own time, make your way back onto the back body. Knees bent. We're in our final 15 minutes of this practice. Arms down beside the body or in T shape. Anchor through the hips, the spine, the shoulders. Pick up that left foot and draw it across the body. Pick up the right foot and bring it down on the left side of your mat. Push into the floor, lift up the hips, and let the body roll to the right side. Twisting through the mid-body, the hips, the shoulders anchored into the ground. You can prop underneath the knees, behind the hips, maybe under the head. We're here for a few minutes. There is no end to the twist. Continue to connect with that vagus nerve in through the nose, Ujjayi breath. Slowly bringing those knees back up. And in your own time, bringing your hips back in line with the shoulders. Anchor down. And let's bring balance, picking up the right leg and drawing it across the left. Pick up that left foot. Take it to the right side of your mat. Push into the floor, lift up the hips, and allow that body to roll to the left side. Prop, adjust, crickety crack. Twisting and wringing out those internal organs. Relax through the feet. Practice makes progress. And in your own time now, bringing up those knees, unwinding from that twist. Come back onto the back and bring your knees in for a squeeze, one at a time or together, your choice. And we're back in Shavasana. Release the Ujjayi breath. Grab yourself a blanket for a short meditation here. Close the eyes, relax the body.
From the external surface, swirl of the ego. 10,000 candles lit from one wick. Raise a lantern quick, traveling through this labyrinth, navigating through the folds of the fabric. Escape the erratic, moving back to the ecstatic. Ecstasy, exit toward the sea. Shake off the shackle in the shadow, trying to tackle me. Feel the chain sliding off my brain. Pressure drops like rain. Feel the spiral down the drain. Freedom is a feeling when the ceiling is open. When the mind wanders, bring it back. Stay focused. Stay focused. You know practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. I let go of the alchemist and focus on the process. Practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. I let go of the alchemist and focus on the process. Stay focused. Stay focused.
Take a nice deep inhale now. Fill up the belly nice and big. Exhale with a Inhale the belly nice and big. Exhale with a Nice big inhale again. Fill up the belly. And bring our hands together, interlace all but index fingers. Bring our feet and ankles together, reach our arms above the head. Inhale, nice and long, reach the body. And exhale, release the body into the ground. Slowly, in your own time, make your way up into a seated position for our final salutation. I'm going to change our blurry camera. I think it's darker out this time, so sitting up nice and tall. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, the skin over the face. Breathing in through the nose, imagining a nice long line of beautiful chakra rainbow energy in the body, the fascia, that interconnected webbing. When you zoom in, it looks like watery spider webs. That's what holds us all together. We're imagining that practice released old calcified webbing and is reconnecting in the body, bringing us closer to our alignment. And if you want, bring your hands together at chest center. We're going to inhale and chant Om 3 times. To begin, let's inhale. Exhale. This time we begin. Inhale. 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 Inhale and hold. Gently exhale. Bow the head and open the eyes. Come back into the space. Thank you. We're a few seconds early here, but you've just completed 60 minutes of yin. Thank you. Thank you, Carol, Michelle. Thank you. And I do apologize about some blurriness on the camera this time. How's everybody feeling? Come on in for tea and talk.